they have trash talking in basketball. They have trash talking probably in football like crazy. What about swimming? Is there such a thing?
There needs to be such a thing.
There needs to be.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What do you get on the block and the guy next to you, you spit in his lane, or you what do you do?
Maybe not that aggressive. Not yet. You got to start slow, I guess.
Yeah, swimming is probably the most PC sport that I think I've ever seen, and I think that people act like, if you speak your mind or if you don't like somebody, then that is like spitting in their lane or something like that. If I told Roy here that I thought the Swim Mac training time-lapse videos were a waste of 2 minutes and 30 seconds of my life because how boring they were. All of a sudden I'm a bad guy. And even though I might mean that, I'm not trying to hate on Roy here or anything.
But they do suck. They do suck.
It's nothing personal. I think it just, it draws attention in different type of ways. It just creates a little motivation, a little fire. The sport's just generally kind of boring, and no one seems to want to make it any more exciting than, going up and down the pool.
Well, you know what? When you watch basketball and you see something break out of football, you kind of sit up in your chair a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know what? People like to see that. They like to see the fights in NASCAR and everything. So, Roy, what would you trash talk? What would you say? Let's say it's you four guys. You're at the Olympics. You got a guy. You got a guy next to you. What would you say to him? Or in the ready room, what would you say to him?
I don't know.
For trash talk.
Personally, I don't like to say too much. It doesn't work well in my favor. I more of like to just move around people, like ignore people. I don't know. I don't do well in trash talk. I always find it backfires on me. This guy, on the other hand, could talk up a storm, and I just don't do well in that aspect of like in a race setting. In training, I'll talk trash all day. We'll talk trash as much as possible.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna KRA.
All you guys can show your abs, drop the mic, right?
Yeah, that type of thing. But definitely training trash talk. I trash talk to everybody at practice. Ryan, Cullen, whoever's around. It doesn't matter.
Cool. What would you guys? Do you guys have any things that you say to people that would get them riled up?
Well, for me, I grew up in the Bahamas, and I've been trash talking since the day I was born. I have three brothers, so that's all we do to each other.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's just kind of a natural thing. It's just fun, keeps things exciting, makes me work harder, makes them work harder, and I try to bring that to America. And some people are like, "Whoa, you can't say that,"
Yeah,
even
even
quiet
just
golf clap.
yesterday he asked Renzo if he's strong enough to lift the bar yet. That was in the locker room. So
And Renzo shot it right back at me.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
So,
Bruno, well, they were teasing each other. I just think people are kind of sensitive in this business. It's just like everybody kind of keeps himself up and elevated a little too high. You just got to bring yourself down to earth and roll.
Why do you think that is compared to another professional sport?
I don't know. It's just because, I feel like whoever's been at the top of the sport is the only people that have been focused on. Whereas there's other people around, I'm going to kind of trash talk right now. Rowdy is a big advocate of only talking about one person, two people. There's so many people in this sport that have so much to offer, and he doesn't really, bring that out of anybody. And it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of leaving out, the roots of the sport. You just talk about the leaves.
I would even piggyback off of that and blame a lot of the sponsors, because I know, sometimes the sponsors are like, here, tweet this, and it's always like, hey, I'm so happy to be here, smiley face, here's a rainbow and some stars for the kids, instead of, I'm ready to whoop on so-and-so tonight,
Yeah.
which you really want
It's
to say.
going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.